my friend right here. I was bragging about it. I was like, yeah, I wrote a book. She's like, well, let me see it. I'm like, well, there's no way I can show it to you because it's in Russian. He's like, well, let's just Google translate it. Yeah, we had our fun, with that. And then he's like, well, let's adapt it to our normal language. And we started doing it, and it turned out to be great.
All right.
The times. Not the book, but the times. Okay. Oh, by the way, this is a love, like romance, chick flick. Just, it's not an literature, it's just for fun, for entertainment. When you're at the beach at Costa Rica or somewhere.
Costa Rica, Cuba.
Okay. Leah opened her bedroom window and took a deep breath. So this is home. Home, sweet home. It had been almost 6 years, yet the view from her window was exactly the same, as if time had stood still here, and she had never left. Oh God, it's hard to believe it's been this many years. It seemed like only yesterday she'd graduated from high school and gone off to college in Chicago. Here in this place, her life there faded to the back of her mind like all of it was a dream or something she'd seen in a movie. And here, everything is true and down to earth. Oh, it's good to be home. Even though Leah had been so fretful about this visit that she hadn't gotten a good night's sleep the whole month leading up to it from the moment she learned about Peter and Amy's engagement. Of course, she was thrilled by the news and happy for her brother. Pete and Amy were dating for more than a year, and Leah had never seen such a beautiful couple. Pete, tall and slender, a little thin but well-proportioned. The older he got, the more their mother's Spanish heritage was shown. At 15, he was the most handsome guy in high school, and he was always followed by a pack of dreamy teenage girls. But he was too much of a geek to notice it. At that point, all he thought about was science. Over the years, he dated a lot of girls, but his friends and family knew. They didn't need to bother learning their names. And there you have it, at 31, successful Texas surgeon Peter Collins falls head over heels for this one. She was a patient of his. Amy was rushed to the hospital in an ambulance with appendicitis, and Pete happened to be on duty that night. She'd started to feel sick when she and her girlfriends were getting dressed for her best friend's bachelorette party. As a prank, Amy and the rest of the bridesmaids wore thrift-shopped wedding dresses, so Amy was brought into the ER on a stretcher in a wedding dress. Seeing her in the gown along with a detachment of brides, and even now, Pete doesn't know why, but he said, "My name is Dr. Collins. Will you marry me?" In fact, he used those exact words to propose to her a year later. The operation went well, and she could have been discharged the very next day. Learning it wasn't her getting married, Pete could not part with her that quickly and ordered a couple of more tests just to somehow hold her longer in the hospital. Upon discharging her, he invited her on the date, and lo and behold, she agreed. Despite their dissimilarity, they complemented each other perfectly. Amy, petite and curvy, with almost black hair and bright blue eyes, didn't look like the girl Leah had imagined her big brother would fall for. When Pete introduced them, it took Leah a couple of minutes to realize that she was talking to her brother's girlfriend. But as soon as she looked into Amy's eyes, it became apparent what it was he saw in her. Atop her unusually compelling face and eyes, she had the zest for life that inspired people around her. At first, Pete tried to hide how powerfully her essence affected him, but in light of the engagement that was supposed to happen tomorrow night, he surrendered with a white flag. For Leah, tomorrow had to be one of the brightest and most joyful moments of her life, something she'd been looking forward to since she was a little girl. But there was only one but that deprived her of sleep for almost a month. This but, even after 6 years, has prevented her from being able to enjoy the wedding of her brother to the fullest. For 6 years, she was able to come up with excuses and reasons why she couldn't come home, why she'd sent plane tickets to her parents to visit her for the holidays, simply to stay away from Texas. But now she had no choice. She could not miss her beloved brother's wedding. Yes, 6 years, 6 eventful years, and still she winces only to think his name. Has it really been that long? In Chicago, she learned little by little, day after day, week after week, not to think of him. It seems impossible that she'll ever stop thinking about him, but she had managed, damn well not to, for these 6 years. But now, tomorrow cannot be avoided. She's going to see him. That will happen. And she has no chance to escape her thoughts and memories, regret and shame. Just when she thought it was behind her, there you have it, again. But not to worry, this time she's mentally prepared for their encounter. She spent almost 3 weeks in search of the perfect dress for a meeting with the bud. It cost her a fortune, but having lived in Chicago for 6 years, Leah knew one thing straight. If you're ready for battle, you've almost won. And she was ready. She has matured and looks at life differently now. Leah opened the closet and pulled out her favorite jeans and plaid shirt. She changed and went to the mirror, brushed her hair and made a high ponytail. Well done, Miss Collins. In an instant, she was herself again, and everything fell into place. A young woman with big blue eyes, a slightly upturned nose, and beautiful lips was looking back at her. Even in these Texas clothes, she radiated the strength of what she was, the young and confident, beautiful businesswoman she had become during these years. She isn't the same naive 18-year-old Leah who was skipping town in tears and sobs. That Leah is no more. Today she'll enjoy being with her family, gaining strength to be ready to face anything tomorrow. No bud is gonna get her out of balance, even if it's Michael Richards. The plan was good, but the plan was bad. Good attitude, that's the key to success. Only Leah was totally unprepared for the fact that the first person she would see when she came to the bottom of the stairs would be none other than Michael Richards. Shock. It's as if a bucket of cold water had been poured over her head. A million thoughts bombarded her at once. It's Michael. He's standing right in front of me. Now, not tomorrow. And I'm in the flannel shirt bought on sale at Walmart almost 10 years ago. Steady, girl. You've got these jeans going for you. You know your ass looks hot in those. Is there any chance he doesn't recognize me? Maybe he doesn't remember me. Fool, he's looking right at you. So just breathe. You know your tactics. Smile and wave, Leah. Smile and wave. Hello, Michael, Leah began, putting on her most charming smile. What a surprise! I thought everyone was supposed to get together tomorrow. Hello, Leah, he said, returning her $1 million smile with a high rate of interest. It's really good to see you. You look absolutely amazing. 6 years have really done you justice. You were a beauty before, but now you're simply dazzling. Shock gave way to a sense of unreality. 6 years? Really? How time flies, she said casually, though to herself she thought. Well, Leah, to sum up the results of the first round, Miss Collins is looking good, 1 point. She was able to pull herself together, 1 point. She was able to squeeze out a smile, 1 point. Total, 3 points.
Oh my.
Mr. Richard, still incredibly good looking, 2 points. Didn't need to pull himself together, 1 point. He broke into a smile that made my stomach drop, 3 points. He stumped me with this simply dazzling for 30 whole seconds, 3 points. Total, 9 points. Girl, you're in trouble. Why does he look so damn good? His shoulders seem even wider than before. I'd forgotten what it's like to talk to a man who towers over you. His hair's a little longer. He was always compared to Cary Grant, but now the similarity was even more vivid. Trouble. Big, big trouble. You need to escape. Keep calm. Just breathe. Thanks, she said, keeping the rhythm. Pete tells me you're doing fine at work. I'm very happy for you. How's your mom and Nikki? It's going smoothly now. All those years of working 14-hour days is finally paying off. Mom is good. Thanks for asking. And by the way, she asked about you too. And Nick is a senior now. Wow, the last time I saw her, it was in 2008. She was only 12, so now she's gonna be what, 18? It really does fly, doesn't it? She'll be 18 next month, Michael said with a smile. Whenever I come home to visit, half the time I'm there chasing up her admirers. There's really nothing Mom can do, but I can still manage. And how are things with you? Oh, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. Finally, my brother came to his senses. Michael smiled back at her with such a sincere and childlike smile, the kind reserved for your nearest and dearest, the kind that cannot be faked. Instantly, Leah swooned and chills ran down her spine. We're a few feet away from each other, and still my body reacts to his. Yeah, great, what a weekend this is gonna be. And then suddenly, Leah was sure she noticed Michael inhaling nervously.